Hey guys, it's Caleb from the K.B.J channel. I'm here with my dad and my brother Kamal, and we're here back again in St. Augustine. We're gonna go on one of the trolley tours, and so we're gonna go ahead and check out St. Augustine and see what kind of tours and stuff that they have.
Cool.
Here we are at the museum.
More armored Spanish conquistadors landed on the shores, and treacherous pirates roamed the open seas. The first tour Florida's first. This is not a good sign. Indians, or not even Indians, but whatever. This time, there is no turning back. There are no safe harbors. What lies ahead is a battle between the brutal power of a raging storm and the seaworthiness of the ship, matching for strength of the sailors.
Archaeologist Raphael Cosby organized the lizard to salvage Spanish colonial artifacts.
Now before we leave the parking lot, check out that steel wagon in the corner over where the flags are. That's called the Manly Portable Convict Car. It belonged to the old jail and it was used to transport prisoners to work sites or chain gangs. It was towed by oxen. It's got metal wheels, no suspension, no protection from the elements, and some of those jobs could last for days or weeks at a time. But anytime the prisoners weren't working, they were on board that wagon, day or night, rain or shine. And in 1513, Ponce de Leon set sail on a voyage attempting to locate the legendary Fountain of Youth, which was believed to be on the island of Bimini in the Bahamas. Well, he missed Bimini altogether. Instead, he landed in Florida, not far from where we are right now. Landed here on Easter Sunday in 1513. He claimed the territory in the name of Spain, and he named it in honor of the Easter season. He called it Pascua de la Florida. The Spanish made many attempts to colonize the territory, but it wasn't until 1564 that a European settlement was established by the French. And that was at Fort Caroline, which was about 40 miles north of here, present-day Jacksonville, Florida. And when King Philip of Spain found out that the French had established a colony before he did, well, he got furious. So he summoned his greatest admiral, Don Pedro Menendez. They stated that they were not. Pedro Menendez chopped off their heads. Legend has it that Menendez took his sword to over 200 of the French and dumped their bodies in the bay. The bay was known by indigenous persons as the Bay of the Dancing Dolphin. However, after it was red with blood for 3 straight days, it got a new name, Matanzas Bay. Matanzas being the Spanish word for massacre or slaughter. The early years of St. Augustine were not peaceful years. The city came under attack several times and it got burned to the ground twice. First time was in 1586 when it was burned to the ground by Sir Francis Drake, a British privateer that led St. Augustine to become a presidio, or a walled-in city. And decades later, in 1668, it got burned to the ground again by a pirate named Robert Searles. Yellow fever epidemic in 1821 that claimed the lives of many in St. Augustine. And if you were not Catholic, you could not be buried inside the walls of the city. You had to be buried at the public burial grounds, also known as the Huguenot Cemetery, which is coming up ahead of us on the right. The Huguenot Cemetery is reported to have well over 1,000 persons buried in it. Although you'd never imagine that, looking at the size of the cemetery. It's not that big. It's been determined to be a mass burial site. Many of the grave sites hold up to 25 bodies. My understanding is that as members of the same family died during that epidemic, they would be placed in the same hole in the ground with other family members that died before them. And of the Santo Domingo redoubt, you can see where the ports for the cannon were located. The redoubts were manned by soldiers 24/7. Historic downtown parking facility. On the land that this parking garage is built once stood the San Marco Hotel. That was St. Augustine's first grand hotel. It had 325 rooms, wraparound verandas, electricity, running water, elevators, 3 towers. The center tower was 8 stories tall and could be seen from 14 miles out to sea. Largest wax museum in the world. And many of their original wax figures remain on display today. DJ's Clam Shack. Their location in Key West was the subject of one of Guy Fieri's Triple D segments. Diners, drive-ins, and dives.
We're going to put them on.
Zareta. Now it's the Villa Zareta Museum, which is owned and operated by the Masalam family.
They don't want people coming back.
And once we get right next to the building, you can see the layers of concrete. Almost looks like layers of a cake. The building was poured one level at a time until it was completed. You can take a self-guided audio tour of the Villa Zareta. That's available in English, Spanish, and French. And you'll find some very unique works of art.
Okay guys, so we made it back to the Welcome Center for the trolley tour of St. Augustine. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you guys did, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notifications on. And we'll see you guys in day 4.